it's almost like the citizens, especially the black Americans in these democratic states and counties, are coming to their senses.
Now, we all know that Donald Trump wants to ramp up the pace of deportations from the United States. But you got nearly 400 ICE, DEA, other agents. They fanned out and they went to Aurora, Colorado. It's a hotbed, of course, of that Venezuelan gang, Tranduragua. And Fox's Bill Maloogian was there to cover the raid.
God bless y'all. Let's take these bad guys off the street. Send the Gitmo. Come home safe, every one of you.
Border Czar Tom Homan rallying the troops ahead of a massive federal operation in Colorado Wednesday morning. Several hundred federal agents from ICE, HSI, DEA, FBI, ATF, and CBP.
What's the goal today?
The goal today is send a message to TDA that we're going to eradicate them from this country.
The plan was to deport more than 100 of these gang members, but a little problem. These thugs were apparently tipped off by media reports.
As the team went door to door, they found blood-stained walls, but no.
Yo, that's crazy. I seen some shit in the hood, but they just got blood on the walls and everything, and nobody there. Nobody there. Where they at? They all was huddled in one apartment.
Tipped off by media reports.
As the team went door to door, they found blood-stained walls, but no gang members. The entire complex was virtually empty. A stop at another apartment complex netted no arrests.
It seems like they were tipped off. They knew this was coming.
So, yeah, I do get the impression that there were some intel leaks here, and I think that probably they did know we were coming, but we're still coming. It's not going to stop us.
Well, as a result, only 30 of these illegal gang members were arrested, only one of which was confirmed, actually confirmed as a Tranduragua gang member. And it appears that some of the open borders activists were actually there on the scene. They're not going to thank ICE agents for making the city safer, so they did this.
It's always the white women. It's always white women there. If it's, I don't care if it's Black Lives Matter. You see the white people, that white guilt. I don't even call it white guilt. I think they the racist. Like, we got to come to a conclusion. Like, there's racists in the world. Like, people are like, oh, like, but it doesn't matter. Like, Roland Martin likes to harp on this person's racist. This person, I don't give a fuck. If that's their pursuit of happiness and it makes them happy to be racist, that's cool. They better not trample on my pursuit of happiness. Then we got a problem that I'm gonna deal with. I don't care if you racist. I don't care if you hate gays, hate blacks. Cool, go about your day. God be with you. I hope when you meet your maker, you tell him that and he take that into consideration where he's sorting out where you got to go. But as far as me, I'm not gonna sit there. Oh, his person's racist. Or this person's racist. This person's racist. Okay, we can still make a deal. As long as you don't trample on me, I'm gonna watch you. Like, you got militaries, people that go to war, kill each other, countries, and they kill each other, and then at the end of the day, they got to make a ceasefire. You see Israel and Gaza and Hamas going at each other, but at the end of the day, we got to stop this, make a ceasefire, a treaty. Hey, Russia, Ukraine, eventually you're going to have to make a treaty. It don't matter, oh, well, they killed 2 million of my people. No, like, only in the black community they do that. You got the Bloods and Crips. Nah, we ain't stopping this killing. He took mine, I'm going to take his. He take it. Okay, an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. I don't care if you racist. You gonna treat me equally though. If I walk this way, I'm gonna have the right to walk this way. You ain't gonna stop me and say you can't walk down the street because you black. But while I'm walking down the street, you can say a bunch of slurs or whatever you want to, but you ain't gonna touch me. So that's what the Republicans kind of like. We got to stop saying, oh, there's no such thing as racism. But then when you got the Jewish community, oh, they anti-Semitic. Oh, well, that's a religion. Well, people, come on. We see the Jews as like a race. So you can't say, oh, there's no racism, but there's anti-Semitic behavior out there. Okay, so the Jews can be, they can be against Jewish people, but they're not against people for their skin color. They're just against people for their religion. No, stop playing. There's a plethora of reasons that people don't like you. You can be black, light-skinned, white, redhead, dark, short, fat, skinny. Somebody's going to find a reason not to like you. I'll be damned if I sit there and play the victim all day like Roland Martin likes to do. That man is a thorn in my side. I'm telling you. He just sit there, and he's telling the truth. He's not lying. A lot of times he's not lying. Hey, this people, we're getting treated unfairly in the housing market, and blacks go to sell their houses, and the blah, 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 blah. Shut up. What you gonna do? You gonna keep complaining about it? Where's the solution? But they don't want to do that. Anyway, that's a whole nother rant. Let me get back to this. Maybe a Hispanic, let's say 3 Hispanics, maybe 4 that guy, but then you got a white girl probably behind this police officer. You got one in a hoodie. It's just crazy. And then you got the one that yelled at the ICE agents. It's just ridiculous. This is how you prove? These are just kids that like going to college or just got nothing to do, and they out here like, yeah, let's go do it. They don't know what they're doing it for or how to do it. This is not helping anybody stay in the country. This is not proving, oh, they're yelling really loud. Okay, I think they're going to change the law. No.
Out! Get out! You're not welcome here! Get out!
But this isn't stopping, I don't think, ICE's resolve. Border Czar Tom Zoman has no problem potentially arresting people who get in the way. That's what it comes to.
If they're shouting and helping these people get away with bullhorns, how is that legal?
You're exactly right. They cross the line of impediment. They may find themselves in a pair of handcuffs very soon. We're not going to tolerate it anymore. This is not a game. When we show up these sites, this is a dangerous job for the men and women of ICE and Border Patrol and all the DOJ agencies. To have that type of interference puts our officers at great risk. Not only the officers, it puts the aliens at great risk because anything can happen when we take our eyes off the goal here.
Now, this isn't the only example of left-wing interference in ICE raids. The FCC is looking into a local San Francisco radio station that happens to be backed by, guess who? George Soros, for revealing live locations of undercover ICE vehicles and agents that were conducting deportation operations in the area. Now, it's disturbing to see that, of course, these radical groups make every effort possible to stop the courageous work of our immigration officers. That is actually keeping communities safe.
If you really want to stop them from coming in your community, why don't you tell your mayors, your governors, your city council, hey, work with these people. When somebody go to jail for a heinous crime like murder, rape, whatever it is, let ICE take them from the prison. Just like we asked them for the cops, hey, every cop's not bad, but the bad apples, we need to fucking prosecute them, turn them into applesauce. Because they make the other ones look bad. I wish they do that to the gang members, the Bloods, the Crips. I'm a black man. They don't come after the Bloods and Crips. I'm going to say, oh, they after black people and they treating us. No, take those motherfuckers out today expeditiously, please. Because they do not represent us. And the immigrants that's in these communities should be saying, yo, if somebody go to jail and prison and for a heinous crime, not a parking ticket, whatever, even though they're still illegal technically, but to keep them out of our community, listen, and protect everybody else, do not go out here committing a crime because we will not protect you. If you go out here and you rape somebody, we will not protect you and say, no, you can't come get them. Like, why do they not take the charge into account? Say, listen, we're willing to give ICE these people that commit these level of felonies. They don't deserve to be here. They're causing a havoc in our community. Come on.
Safe. But it's also very encouraging that this administration will not put up with it. Chicago residents are desperate for help in removing illegals from their communities, but their leaders, like J.B. Pritzker and Mayor Brandon Johnson, decided they know what's best.
They want some money.
When we're talking about undocumented people, we need to give them an opportunity to stay in this country legally.
We welcome all individuals and families who want to work, live, and thrive here in our beloved city. What's clear from this administration is that they do not have the full pulse or the breadth of what people in America are calling for.
Perhaps Mayor Johnson should listen to his own constituents, or at least Chicago aldermen.
If we had the ability to work with ICE, they wouldn't be here. The mayor's listening to the constituents that he cares most about, which is hyper-liberal white progressives in the city of Chicago.
He believes that he is such a strong advocate for human rights, no matter what your citizenship status is, that if you're here and you're not a citizen and you're committing heinous crimes, he wants to protect you.
Thankfully, Chicagoans have an ally in the White House. The DOJ is suing the city and the state over sanctuary laws and interference with ICE. Joining me now is a resident of Chicago, Vashon Tunsil. Vashon, it's great to see you. Now, we know that your elected officials want They want to keep Chicago, above all else, apparently, a sanctuary for illegal aliens. But what are you seeing within your community about what the residents who deal with this influx are saying?
They absolutely cannot stand the illegal immigrants. I mean, they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime and all sorts of heinous acts, and people are just sick of it. And they love people like Tom Homan because they're cleaning up the city. And let me just remind the people that Brandon Johnson has sworn an oath to the people of Chicago that he must protect us. J.B. Pritzker has sworn an oath to the people of Illinois that he will protect us, and they fail to do that because they're continuously telling us that they will protect the illegal immigrants here, knowing that they're bringing all of the drugs and crime here in our city, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. We know that they're doing this because Tom Homan was just here, and he just took away someone that was here since 2009. And if I'm not mistaken, that's during the Obama administration. And he basically had a rap sheet of doing horrendous acts to children. And my question is, why is this guy leaving now in 2025?
Well, Sean, it seems to me that it's time for President Trump to make a trip to Chicago. I really want him to be seen in these blue cities and to deliver a message personally to the people there that I'm here for you. We love America's cities. We want to help rebuild them. Frankly, focusing on America first, that's what he's all about. And I think he'd be welcomed if he actually did that. I think the left would, kick up a fuss, but I think he would find so many allies in the South Side and Englewood. I think he'd find a lot of support.
Well, the people of Chicago, we love Trump. I mean, the numbers spoke for themselves during the election, and I just want to say that we actually wanted Trump to come here. We actually loved him here when he was here at the NABJ. So, I don't want these blue libs here to act like Trump isn't welcome here. Like, we love Trump here. We would love Trump to come here in Chicago, Illinois. And I just want to say that I'm also excited about Pam Bondi being, confirmed as Attorney General, because the man that had the orange jumpsuit at City Hall, it's looking like he's doing a little foreshadowing, because it's looking like Brandon Johnson is going to be behind bars pretty soon.
Well, and she ordered that pause of federal funds to sanctuary cities. And, of course, that's being challenged in court. We'll see how that all plays out. But, Vashon, thank you so much. Wonderful to see you as always.
Listen, let's take our cities back, Black Americans especially. Get rid of that. Put America first, which means after that, right, we go handle the gang problems in the inner cities so that law-abiding citizens can go outside and play and not have to worry about getting shot with switches on it. But let's get rid of that, and then we handle everything else. We can't. The immigration system is broken. Like, it should be an easier way for good people to come here. That's a fact, Jack. But you don't do that. You don't say, hey, the food's too high. And the pay for the average job and workers are too low, so we're going to go steal everything we want. Then you just got Babylon, and it's just wild, wild west out here. We can't do that. Let me know what you think, especially if you're from Chicago. Do you want this to stop? Why are they not listening to y'all? They just sitting there doing. The government is supposed to do what the people say. People get mad at Trump, but he's doing what the people want. What he said, hey, I was going to do this to get voted in. We used to Democrats saying, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. They talk a sweet game. And then once it's in, it's like, oh, they stopping this, and we can't do that. We wanted to, blah, blah. All they can do is send money, billions and trillions of dollars to foreign countries. That's it. I heard on PBD the other day, Pat Davis, the podcast, he was like, I don't think Trump is for Netanyahu. I think Trump is for Israel. Unfortunately, anyway, from my point, we shouldn't be allies of somebody so much that we just look past everything they do. But if Netanyahu think he's going to play Trump and he's not going to get that ceasefire, he's going to be able to keep doing this and doing this. And say, oh, but they're doing that or doing that. Eventually, Trump going to get tired of that. I'm telling you, they're going to split. I cannot wait for it. This is foreshadowing. Trump and Netanyahu. Netanyahu will say something crazy the moment that he don't think he's getting something from Trump, and Trump going to crush him while still supporting Israel. But he's going to crush him. Let me know what y'all think, Cave Dwellers. Like, share, subscribe, please. We almost at 1,000 subs. Please, please, please. If you made it this far, please subscribe.